and welcome back to another Minecraft video. My name is Mr. Fluff Something, and today we're going to be working on the minigames. And this will sound kind of weird, but we're not really making a minigame. we're actually going to make a trade market. And this trade market is actually going to be a place where you kind of trade in the amount of wins that you get for the mini games and turn those wins into tokens. And with the tokens, you can buy certain things to make yourself look good in the lobby or stuff like that. Also, this was actually inspired by one single comment in the video, in the last video, that shows you how people can make a difference if you comment, I promise you. And it was actually commented by Sweet Redstone, so his link is down below. He's actually a YouTuber too. So let's get to it. Now, in this trade market, we're gonna do a bit of a weird start. And I was thinking, maybe when you walk in, the second you walk in, you hit pressure plates, which will activate a song. And this song will be continued to play throughout the entire time you're inside of the trade market. And I kind of want to make the song just from note blocks. So let's get to it. After a couple of YouTube tutorials, I figured out that there's actually there's tons and tons of types of music. Like, look at this. Listen here. So that's with a glass under it. And then with stone bricks is like a bass. And this with sand is like chimes. Well, not chimes, but it's like there's all different kinds of sounds, but it's amazing. Okay, so the song should be finished, and when I listen to it, if it's correct, we're gonna edit some more, and we're gonna try to get some finer details into it to make it look nicer. So let's test it out. So if I'm just walking into the trade market and I hit these pressure plates, it should activate the song. Perfect! Now it's time to polish up the song and then make it look very nice to fit in with the build. After what felt like ages, because it has been ages, I finally completed the floor. This took me so long, oh my gosh. When I wanted bright colors, I meant it. And I tried to implement the flooring with the music, and I think I did an okay job. This is like version 7 of it, okay? So let me show you how it came out. So if I just hit this pressure plate, it'll activate the sound. And finally, I'm done with that. Oh my gosh, that took so long, but I'm very happy with the results. And I think that this song, I'm really happy with it because I think it's actually really good. So I'm going to use it a lot to the point where when I'm doing time lapses, you actually may hear this. So keep that in mind. Alright, let's finally start the walls. After a little while, I made the walls into like watermelon walls. And I think that they look pretty good. I like how it came out. And this was actually inspired by another YouTuber. His name is WadZee, and he's like really good at building, and you should go check him out. The link is down below. And I also tried to hook up the system where the song would continue to repeat itself over and over again. And that just, that a song repeating over and over again isn't as good as it sounds. It got annoying, so I'm not really gonna have it repeating. And also, I realized that if we have pressure plates here, so that when you activate it, you walk in, I realized that if multiple people were walking in, it would mess with the whole song, and it wouldn't sound so good. So I turned it into a button, so that I have complete control, and it only plays whenever I want it to. While I was working on my room, my friends came over, and they decided to make hallways going out into other rooms where you can buy accessories with the currency that you get, which is what I'm making. So it all kind of folds together, and it's all planned out, and it works out. Oh yeah, we also made the place look a little better. I mean, look at those heads. So as you all know, the trade market is a place where you can shop and buy items. But how are you going to buy them? Well, that's where this comes into hands, where basically, if you get a certain token and throw it in there, you get a certain amount of money from this dropper, and basically, that's the currency that we're going to be using. So let's say in my last minigames video, I would go up to my minigame, Fluff Ball, and I would win. So the referee would then throw them their token, and let's just say this token is a red wool. So this person would collect the red wool, and then immediately go down to the traders area. And this traders area would basically, you'd throw in the token and get a certain amount of currency depending on how much this token is worth. So I throw it in, and I wait for it to come out, and there's nothing in the dropper until it goes up to it, and you get the currency. I just put in dragon heads for now, so you get a certain amount of whatever the currency is depending on the game you want. And this is the simple machine that I used for it. Basically what's happening is the second you throw your token into the hopper, basically it goes through a sorting system, and it's like, okay, so if you got a token for my fluff ball minigame, then it would go through here. And when it goes through here, it detects, oh, you won the game. And so that will activate this piston, which will push it across, causing a loop of observers, which would shoot out 4 dragon heads, go up this water stream, and then to the left, down into this hopper, into the dropper, and then infinitely shot out, given to the player. So, let's get to building all these currency machines. Okay, it's been a little bit, and I finished the first 3 machines. Now, these machines are, pretty simple. It didn't take too long, but I just want to show you because it's really cool. So, if I just run inside of here, and I just somehow won this red wool, and this is a trophy, I can throw it into the currency machine, and a certain number of tokens would pop out. So, I wait, and it goes into the dropper, and here it comes, and the trophies, and I mean the tokens, the sunflower tokens, just come roaring out, and this one gives out 5, and then for the next one, orange, I delayed it so that it would give out even more. So as you can see here, I had 5, and now I have 25. So the orange one gives 20 tokens, and then you throw the third one trophy in there, which is the yellow wool, and let's see how many come out. So I have 25 now, and now I have 35. So I can edit the amount of tokens that you get from a certain trophy. Red gives you 5, orange gives you 20, and yellow gives you 10. Now I've set up a couple more machines where lime gives you 1 token and light blue gives you 15 tokens. Now it's time to work on the hard part, using the tokens to sell items. Now, my friends and I have already set up quite a few things that we want to sell using tokens, and currently I had been really excited about it, and I was just excited to get this thing going, but then I realized, wait, how am I gonna transfer a certain number of tokens into an accessory, which is the thing you're gonna buy? I had no idea, so I had to search throughout the Redstone world, and after quite a few days, I finally came up with a solution. And this is what I've came up with. Now, I know it's pretty massive, but we're working with what we got here, okay? So, basically what's going on is this, first of all, is an item filter, making sure that you're putting in tokens and not some random other item. So then, the tokens go through these hoppers, and I set up a system so that one token goes in here, and that locks this hopper, so the next few tokens go past that one token into the next hopper, and the next, and the next, and the next. And when it gets all the way to the end, all of these redstone torches will turn off. I don't know why these are off, I'll have to double check, which would turn this redstone torch on, activating this gigantic line of redstone into the dropper. And this dropper gives you the item that you just bought. So let's test out the machine. So I currently have 15 tokens in my hand. So right now I set up the machine for the champion's crown, and that costs 15 tokens. Supposedly, according to these two signs, at the top barrel, that should be where our product comes out, which is the champion's crown. And at the lower barrel is where we should input our tokens. So let's say I put in 14 tokens instead of 15. So as you can see here, if I pop out of there, then as you see, it's slowly going down all of the redstone torches, but I only put 14 in. So supposedly, this redstone torch should still be on, and that would stop the system from giving you the item. So as you can see, the last one is on, and you still won't get the item. There's still a ton in here, and you need to put in the final token for it to work. Oh, and as you can see, there's no champion's crown in the top barrel. So if I go to the bottom barrel and put in my final token, I am supposed to get my champion's crown because I paid the full price and I paid the right currency. And boom! I got it! That's so perfect! Awesome! And also, I just want to let you know, if I throw any other random item in there, like deep slate or whatever, there's an item detection system right here that detects your currency, and the other random items would just be thrown out over here. So now I created another system that basically detects 20 tokens and then gives you your item. And I didn't want to make this a whole time-lapse thing, because you guys already know how it works. And these things are just pretty cool, and it was a lot of fun to figure out and make. So far, we have finished the selling of the pig head, the champion's crown, and now, finally, the parkour master's helmet. We have also created an entire system where if you hit this button, you activate a song that activates this whole room, and it's pretty awesome, and I like the beat. Came up with it myself. I have created a trading area where if you put in a certain number of trophies in, then you'll get a certain number of tokens out. And I set up the system here on my own, and it was a lot of fun to make. It was pretty cool. And that's basically the recap of today's episode. Now, I understand that there's still a lot to go. Like, I still have to put in a lot more accessories that you can buy and all those other redstone things and set up mini games. But I'm gonna set up that in future videos for the fact that I've played a little too much Minecraft today, and almost all of this was just done from my mind. The only thing that wasn't was to figure out what kinds of note blocks makes what sounds, and I just figured out the whole song, made all the redstone, and I'm tired. I've played too much Minecraft. So that's the end of this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. This was a lot of fun to make. I'm just tired. And I'll see you all later. See ya!